family, thanks so much for joining me. So I wanted to bring some more videos. And in this video, I wanted to talk about the importance of being patient with other people. Everyone's working at their own pace. So let me just put the disclaimer on this. Take what resonates and leave the rest. Sometimes I'll say divine feminine and I mean divine masculine. Sometimes I will say divine masculine and I mean divine feminine. So use these terms as they make sense in your situation. This is a timeless reading. Could have already happened, could be happening now, or could happen in the future. This can be a manifestation reading. You can claim this reading as your very own and claim this for your life. Um, if you would like to work with me on astrology readings, twin flame stuff, many other things, my information is in the description below. Um, I get my information from God and from the Holy Spirit. I don't use any other cards or anything like that. Um, if I leave something out, I will try to drop it in the video as I go along. So let me just go ahead and get into the reading. So I was talking about being patient with others because sometimes it is difficult because others are moving at a different pace, at a different rate, and you feel like this is like as slow as molasses and cannot believe that you're waiting. And there are times when you move on because you know it's not the right thing. And there are other times when you're patient because you know that there's no way that you can actually walk away from the thing that God assigned for you. So it can be a difficult thing to deal with, but just divine masculine, divine feminine, these are energies, but um, it's important for you just to remember that um, you want to be patient with others. Don't have unfair expectations. You don't want to get mad at a person because they're not there yet. It's not fair. Just make sure that you are being patient enough and that you need to be focusing on yourself as well, both divine masculine, divine feminine. This might be what you need to be doing is focusing more on yourself, continuing the glow up, but just continuing to work on doing the things that you know you need to do. I feel like maybe you are feeling divine masculine might be feeling like something is trying to block you, stop you from saying or doing some of the things that you need to do. And on the other side of it, there might be someone or something that's trying to rush you when you know you need to take your time in this situation. And this might be for divine feminine as well, but both of you might be experiencing this thing where on one side you feel like someone's rushing you, on the other hand, you feel like you're, being patient to a fault. But again, just check in with yourself, but just make sure that you're being patient enough because you shouldn't be walking away from the thing or the person that God assigned for you. Now it's different if you didn't get the assignment from God and there's something in your spirit that's telling you to move past it, and then that's what you do. You follow what God has for you to do. Um, Sometimes I know it can be a challenge because you want to hurry, you want to speed through, but again, make sure that you're focusing on yourself, making the changes you need to make, doing the things that you need to do, being open to the knowledge that's inside you, and remembering, um, because that's where the knowledge is inside you. And I think it's tempting for a lot of people to look for knowledge outside of them. It is in you, it is your DNA memory. That's what you have to tap into, in order to get the knowing, the knowledge, um, get at the true power that you have. Feel like this is confirmation, things that are going on here. in this room with me that you can't see, but I think it's really important for you to just keep reminding yourself, continue to focus on yourself, continuing to do the work, continuing to be patient with others as they do their work. And it may not look like what it is, but it is, if it's an assignment from God, then you have to see it through. There are going to be times when you know how a thing starts that it's not right, that it isn't your assignment. And those are things that you need to steer clear of. And God will give you warnings. We'll stand in the way. We'll block it. And this is something that we'll talk about more as well. But again, just divine masculine and divine feminine, you need to make sure you're continuing to work on the glow up, make sure you're continuing to do the work you know you need to do, working on yourself, and not trying to hinder anyone else or trying to rush someone else through their process when you know it takes time. It takes more time for others sometimes than it does for you. um, and again, don't miss anything on your personal work, on the work that you know you need to do on yourself. Um, you know the feeling that you get when there's something that God has assigned for you. Know the way that things begin, the way that they continue, and you know how God gives you assignments. And if it's not looking that way, then you know, you know from your own experience what God has assigned for you. So, divine masculine, divine feminine, a lot of people might be staring, looking at you because you are glowing up. You are looking so amazing, excuse me. And a lot of people really don't like it, really don't know what to do with it. But your energy, if you are pulling your power back because you feel like you do need to step past the situation, or just kind of let the reins go for a little bit. Maybe you're pulling your power back and the other person is feeling it, and they're feeling how it is to be with someone else when they're assigned to be with you. And I don't think they're liking it. I think it's an interesting experience for them because I think they thought, okay, they had it in the bag, or, everything looked like it was clear, it looked like it was okay. They felt like there was some kind of balance or something, but it was you that was getting the short end of the stick, and you might be saying you are not going for it anymore, and you're letting it go. And I think their experience is awful for that. Um, because you love a person, sometimes you have to let them go for a time so you can focus on you and healing yourself. Sometimes it's very painful for them, very eye opening, but I think overall it'll be a good experience, will be a learning experience for both of you. And I think in the end, I know that everything in the end will work out the way that God plans. God closes doors sometimes when no one can open them, and opens doors that no one can close. And so that's the way that it's going to be in this situation as well. You might be looking at it divine masculine or divine feminine. You might be thinking, I don't know how this is going to work out, because this doesn't look like it's going to work out, and it will work the way you need it to, because God has a hand on it, and everything has to work according to God's will. So, and if other people aren't trying to cooperate, then God will make sure that they will. If anyone is not trying to cooperate, God will make sure that they will. That includes us. So again, just wanted to bring you a video, and just saying, just make sure that you're being patient with others, but also doing the work that you need to do. All right, so I'm going to end the video for now. Thank you again for joining me. As always, I say happy lightning fast manifesting, and I'm going to talk to y'all soon. All right, love y'all. Bye for now.